Begin standing on your yoga mat. Roll your shoulders back for broad collarbones. Feet are together, knees are together, hands are naturally in front of the body. Tadasana, mountain pose. Close your eyes and tilt your chin until you feel it's parallel with the ground. As you inhale, lift both arms and bend the left hand back behind you. Keep the right hand at the left elbow and plug the arm into the body. Try to keep the shoulder open, the chest open, and get a good stretch in the tricep. As you inhale, release and take it to the other side. So now stretching the right tricep, plugging the right arm into the body, and keeping your chest open. On your next inhale, release, and then do a slight twist, looking out over your right shoulder, left arm in front, right arm in back, arms strong and fingers are spread. Inhale, take it over to the other side. Everything really gentle, don't force anything, just warming up the body here. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, melt forward, forward fold. So fingers in line with the toes. And then reach the right arm forward just a bit and lift the left arm looking out over the left shoulder. Bend the right knee, maybe straighten the left leg before taking it over to the other side. Breathing space and length into any areas of tightness in the hamstrings and just feeling an overall opening up of the body. As you inhale, take halfway lift. Draw shoulder blades toward one another. And as you exhale, plant the hands into the mat and reach your left leg back behind you. Right knee directly over right ankle or slightly behind and lift the right arm, look up. Twist is initiated at the navel. As you exhale, bring the right hand down to the ground and step back for plank pose. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. First one of the day, so be really gentle on yourself. No worries if your heels don't come all the way down. Shake your head, no tension in the neck. Press the mat away from you, long armpits. Inhale, step the left foot to the front of the mat. Lift the left arm, look up. Press out of the bottom of the right foot. Right leg is strong. Left knee directly over left ankle or slightly behind. As you exhale, release and step back for plank pose. As you inhale, come into side plank on the right side. Stack the feet or lift the left leg if you want more of a challenge. Press the mat away and lift the hips up. Try not to arch the back too much. On your next inhale, use your core strength to step the left foot to the front of the mat and rise up for high lunge. Watch the alignment of the knee. Hips are facing forward, back leg is strong. As you inhale, release, take plank, and lower down, coming into up dog and then down dog. Inner thighs are spinning up towards the sky. No tension in the neck. Picturing the body as an upside down letter V. As you inhale, rise onto the toes and ripple forward into plank. Take side plank on the left side, stacking the feet or lifting the right leg. Press the mat away, lift the hips, then use your core strength to step the right foot to the front of the mat. Rise up for high lunge. Exhale, plug the arms into the body. Breathe space and length into the left hip flexor, pressing out of the bottom of the left foot. Inhale, hands come down to the mat, step back for plank. Lower down, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Reach the heels down towards the mat, breathe into the hamstrings, and press the mat away from you. Fingers are spread. Inhale, bend the knees, use your core strength to hop forward. As you exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees if you have to. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. Feet are together, knees are together. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sink low, Utkatasana, chair pose. Tailbone is tucked. Inhale, come forward. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Make sure your right knee stays in line with your left knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hook left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Make sure the left knee stays in line with the right knee. Inhale, come back to center, Utkatasana. Heel toe the feet apart and sit low for garland pose. So the knees are out to the side. You can be on the toes or you can come all the way down. That's a little more challenging to come all the way down. Whatever way works best for you is fine. Keep pressing the elbows into the legs. Chest is open, shoulder blades draw toward one another. On your next inhale, bring the hands down shoulder distance. We're coming into tripod headstand here. Bring the top of the head down at the triangle, the top of your triangle, and then balance your knees on your arms. Stay there. Use the strength of your shoulder girdle to press yourself up into headstand. You can do this against a wall if you're a beginner. Most of the weight is in your hands, not in your head. When you're ready, slowly come down. Rest the knees on the arms and use your core strength to lift yourself up into crow pose. No worries if you have to tap the toe or maybe even fall down. It's no problem. It's all a practice. When you're ready, jump back and come up for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet up the mat a couple of inches just to clarify your foundation. Try to keep your mind really calm. When thoughts come, just let them go without giving them any energy. No expectations for yourself. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, take side plank on the right side. Stack the feet or lift the top leg. Inhale, use your core strength to bring the foot down to the middle and then extend over, breathing space and length in between the ribs. Inhale, use your core strength to lift that foot up and extend and come back to side plank. We'll roll to the other side. Go slow, feel everything, and use your strength to get there. Again, keep the feet stacked or lift the leg and use your core strength to step the foot to the front of the mat. Toes are pointed out away from you. And reach the right arm up overhead, breathing space and length into the right side body. As you inhale, carefully use your core strength to pick the foot up and come back to side plank. Inhale, regular plank, and lower all the way down. Press and lift. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, curl the toes, lift the knees, push up, take downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. As high as you can, spread the right toes. Exhale, step the foot to the front of the mat. Rise up for high lunge. Exhale, bend the back knee and the elbows and lift. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, come forward with the heart and hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Right knee stays firmly facing forward. Keep the hands there or open up. Keep pressing out of the back foot. Inhale, use your core strength to lift your torso so you're looking out over your right shoulder. Inhale, hands come to the mat. Exhale, plank pose and lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your feet up the mat a couple of inches to clarify your foundation. Inhale, left leg lifts, spread the left toes. Exhale, super slow, step the foot to the front of the mat. Rise up for high lunge. As you exhale, bend the back knee and the elbows and lift. Inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale, come forward with the upper body. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Left leg is strong, back leg is strong. Stay there or open up. Inhale, use your core strength to lift the torso up, looking out over your left shoulder. And then taking the hands down to the mat and stepping back for plank pose and lowering down. You can do a push-up here if you like, or just meet in downward facing dog. Inhale onto your toes, bend the knees, use your core strength to hop forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit low, knees are together, feet are together, hands to the heart. We'll go out the same way we went in, so left elbow to the outside of the right knee, right elbow straight up to the sky. Inhale back to center, exhale other side. Inhale back to center, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep clearing breath. As you inhale, reach your arms out in front and rise onto your toes. Plug the arms into your body, activate your core. Squeeze your legs together and come down super slow. When you get there, you can bounce if your knees feel good, or stay in stillness, whatever works best for you. From here, come back into garland pose. So you can be on your feet or on the toes. Shoulder blades draw toward one another, chest is open. Press your arms into the legs to open up a bit more and breathe into any tension in the inner thighs. Take the hands down to the mat, shoulder distance apart. Lift the hips. Bring the head down for tripod headstand. And when you're ready, press up. So most of the weight is in your hands. Shoulders are strong. Arms are pushing into the mat. And slowly come down. Toes are spread. Use your core strength to press yourself up into crow pose. When you're ready, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, spread the right toes. Exhale, step the foot to the front of the mat. Right knee directly over right ankle or slightly behind. Rotate the back foot. So your right heel is in line with the middle of your back foot, and the outer edge of your back foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. Inhale, come forward, extend in side angle pose. Breathe into the left side body. Inhale, heel toe your back foot toward the front of the mat and bring your right hand down, coming into half moon pose. Stay there with the back leg extended, or bend the knee and reach back and grab hold for sugarcane pose. Keep looking at one point on the floor in front of you, or for more of a challenge, look up. And when you're ready to release, let go gently and come down for seated spinal twist. Right knee points straight up to the sky, the whole right foot is on the mat. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and look out over your right shoulder. Stay there or take a bind. Shoulder blades draw toward one another. Sit as tall as you can. With each exhale, look out over your right shoulder a little bit more. Inhale, release. Bring the hands down and unravel the legs. Send the left leg back behind you. Reach back with your left hand just to make sure your hips are even. So spin your inner left thigh up towards the sky, left toes pointed down towards the mat. Find your sense of balance. And bring the right hand to the right calf muscle and pull up, maybe the left hand as well. Make sure that left hip doesn't open. And when you're ready, step back. Plant the hands, plank pose. Lower down, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. As you inhale, lift your left leg, spread your left toes, and step your left foot to the front of the mat. Align the heel of the left foot with the middle of your right foot and rise up. Outer edge of the right foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. As you inhale, come forward with the torso and rotate the arms. Extended side angle pose. Press into the outer edge of the right foot. Stay really strong in the back leg. As you inhale, heel toe the back foot and come forward for half moon pose. Find your balance. Stack the hips and stack the shoulders. Stay here or bend the back leg and reach back and grab hold for sugarcane pose. Spread the right toes to help you balance better. Activate the standing leg by pulling the knee up. When you're ready, release and bend the legs to come down for seated spinal twist. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and look out over your left shoulder. Chest stays open. Initiate the twist at the navel and stay there or take a bind. With each exhale, look out over your left shoulder just a little bit more with your right eye. As you inhale, look ahead and release. Bring the hands down, unravel the legs. Reach your right leg back, point the right toes down to the mat. Hips are flat. And when you have your sense of balance, bring one hand to the calf muscle, pull up, maybe the other one as well. Keep the inner right thigh spinning up towards the sky. Keep pulling yourself down towards your shin. When you're ready, release into plank and lower down for chaturanga or an optional push-up here. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. On your next inhale, rise onto the toes, bend the knees, float forward. Halfway lift, shoulder blades draw toward one another. Exhale, chin to shins and forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, squeeze the legs together, Utkatasana, tuck the tailbone. Long spine, sink your hips. Inhale, rise up, Tadasana, and extend the arms out in front. Rise onto the toes, use your core strength to stay as tall as you can, and slowly bend the knees to come all the way down to the ground. You can pause in a bounce if you'd like, and we'll meet down on the mat. Take the first two fingers to the big toes and extend the legs. Try to keep the shoulder blades drawn toward one another and use your core strength to stay upright. Heart is light and lifted. Pull the legs back towards your face. Exhale and release. Spread the legs mat distance, slightly wider than mat distance, and bring the hands down in front of you. Just melt forward, really passive here, breathing into this hip opener. Let the upper body be really heavy, maybe even close your eyes. As you inhale, release, we'll come into an arm balance here. So bring the left leg up the left arm as high as you can. It needs to be above the elbow in order to lift up. So if it's not above the elbow, you can just go back into that hip opening pose that we were doing and just stay there stretching to open up the hips. When both hips are open enough so that the legs are over the elbows, just rock yourself forward and see what happens. Maybe you fall, maybe you balance. Try to use your core strength to keep yourself light and lifted. And then extend and release. Draw your pinky toes back towards your face and press out of the bottoms of the feet. When you're ready, roll back. Maybe press the toes into the floor behind you if they reach. And keep the legs activated, so keep the kneecaps lifted. Don't turn your head when you're in this position. And when you're ready, gently release. Use your core strength to come up. Try to keep your heart lifted. Try not to let your back round. And when you're ready, gently release the pose. Come toward the front of the mat so you have some space to lie down. Extend your arms out in front and use your core strength to super slowly come all the way down. Extend your left leg and invite your right knee in towards your chest. You can hover the left leg or leave it down. Inhale, switch legs. Again, hover the right leg or bring it all the way down. Inhale both legs. Lift, spread the toes, and then spread the legs, breathing space and length into the inner thighs. Tuck your chin slightly for a long neck and invite your shoulders down towards the ground. As you inhale, press the knees together and cross the right leg over the left. Cactus the arms and gently take the legs out to the left, looking out over your right shoulder. Draw your right shoulder down towards the ground. Initiate the twist from the navel. As you inhale, come back to center. Unravel the legs and cross the left over the right. Send the legs over to the right and look out over your left shoulder with your right eye. Invite the shoulder down towards the ground. With each exhale, bring the shoulder and the legs more towards the ground. As you inhale, come back to center and unravel the legs. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh and interlace the fingers behind the left leg. Activate the feet and gently pull the leg in towards the body. With each exhale, try to pull the leg even closer to the body. When you're ready, release and we'll cross, taking it over to the other side. So interlace your fingers behind the left leg, activate the feet, spread the toes, and gently pull the leg in towards the body. Comb through your body with the breath. And with each exhale, just let go of something you're holding on to that's no longer serving you. When you're ready, release the pose, and we'll come into shoulder stand. So we lift the legs and the hips and support the low back with our hands. Don't turn your head when you're in this position. Keep your legs lifted, toes are spread, and keep your gaze towards your belly button. As you inhale, bend the knees. Maybe they come in towards the forehead, and maybe you can extend the legs back behind you. Keep the legs activated, toes down towards the mat, and you can release your hands from your back. When you're ready to release, keep your legs strong and activated. Press into the mat with your hands using the arms as brakes. Use your core strength to slowly come down. From here, we're coming into fish pose, so if your hair is up, just take it down. Bring the top of your head on the mat. Extend your legs 45 degrees and the arms out as well. Interlace the fingers and release the index fingers and the thumbs. Use your core strength to stay lifted here. And when you're ready, release the pose. Coming into final Shavasana. So spread the feet mat distance apart. Palms are facing up. And the arms are off the mat. Close your eyes and let your eyes be really heavy. Close your mouth, but part your teeth. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale fully. Scan your body from your head all the way down to your feet, just to find any last part of your body that's feeling tense. And send the breath there to let it go. Try to stay here for at least 5 minutes, letting your body absorb all the good things you just did. Thank you for practicing with me today.